Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that I I would love I would love for my art to be something that changes the world. I would love for it to affect other people. I would love my music to touch people and for them to identify with my words. And I would love for people to relate and like also think about their lives and maybe progress from them in whatever way that means for them. Simultaneously, I think that my art has helped me, and I think that creation and being creative and being, expressive when I feel like it. And when I don't feel like it, I don't beat myself up. You know what I mean? Like, I allow it to be, it is a part of me. Like, this is just me as a person. So I am not always all one thing. So, but my art has been something in this expression form and making music and being able to say exactly what I mean in those moments. Sometimes I black out when I'm like writing a song, like I don't know what I'm saying, and then I listen back to it, I'm like, bitch, you were reading the future, you know? And it's like, and sometimes you just have to talk to yourself. So I know it's helped me. So if it helps me to be a better person, I hope that I am helping others to always be better.
It goes, yeah, you follow me everywhere that I go. I can feel your ghost, your ghost. And I can see into your future. Please tell me how I've been moved all the things.
My name is Elise. I am an artist of many facets. I also go by Sed. I also go by Sedna, Cyborg Shoddy, Calypso Wild. Also, some people know me as Shuxy. I focused on being an activist for a long time and not really knowing my place in activism. I would go to marches and I would get this huge rush in the beginning, and I would go and it's just like, yes, we're gonna activate, we're gonna make change and all these things are gonna happen. But then 2 weeks later, it's the same shit and I can't put this responsibility on me to protect everyone. I just that at that point, I think I just was starting to kind of drive myself crazy. I was really hateful towards a lot of people. And not even that I was really hateful towards a lot of people. I don't want to say that because I've never been a very hateful person. But I just would get very angry very easily. And I would be very short-tempered, short-triggered. If somebody said one thing to me, I'm exploding on you and I'm giving you every version of why you are fucked up as a person. And then I had to take a step back from that and really realize that that became this very militant form of myself that I didn't want to be, because I felt like it wasn't even becoming my words. I feel like I was taking on this other persona, social media culture of social justice. We're spreading things, spreading awareness, we're constantly posting things, but it's what are we doing in our communities, on a real life day-to-day basis. So, instead I just started doing more art shows, curated tours. I curated for 4 years. Wow, that's crazy. 4 years, I did something called Operation Consent, which was turning a rape culture society into a culture of consent. And it was these art shows where I would have artists from whichever area. I did LA, DC, New York, 2 shows in DC or 3 shows, I'm sorry, in DC, and each time it was like all these amazing artists just like from DC, you know, like, and giving them this like platform, and also people that are victims of sexual assault, and like people that are, you know, real, like tangible humans that you can talk to, and like we're not attacking each other, you know, I'm not yelling at you that you are this way and blah blah blah, and like having to like fit into these labels of, you know, whatever isms, you know, people want to ascribe to, and it's just like, no, we're all humans, we're all part of this community, and we need to talk about some shit. Like, for real, like, I don't give a fuck about if you're a feminist and you're misogynist and you're this way. I don't care. Like, we gotta talk about it, and that's just it. And so you invite all these people in, but when we do have the conversation, if we are opening to conversation, like, no, like, you're not gonna be allowed to say certain things. You know what I mean? No, like, you're not going to, you know, shame victims here. You're not going to be homophobic here. You're not going to, you know, you're not gonna be hateful to anybody in any spaces. We're gonna talk, we're gonna like enjoy each other, we're gonna take up space, we're gonna share our experiences. And I want all my music shows to be that same way. It's like, everybody is invited. It's cool. Whatever you look like, whoever you are, whatever you identify with, that's straight. But like, fuck off if you're hateful in any way, man. Like, if you like harbor like resentment towards a group of people that have nothing to do with you, ultimately, and like that you would affect the energy of the space, like you would interrupt something very good and something very positive. Like, if you plan on being intrusive of a space, like that's kind of where like I feel like I draw the line. But yeah, to tie it back, I hope that I can be like, you know, cool and radical in my own life and in my own way, and that my art affects me in a way that I can bring change to my communities. So yes.
Yeah,